No big light.
No big light. I'm a big light hater.
Me too.
Me too.
And Jordan always turns the big light on, and I hate it.
Am I the only one of you that likes the big light?
Hate it.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, you fascists.
Ah,
right.
wait, my Brazzy bites are done. Don't do it yet. I'll be back.
Just started the stream.
I remember we were talking last time that we were walking across the city to go see a cleric, but then we just had to have Eyster take a long rest, and she could have done remove curse. I realize
Still?
now. Yeah, I still did that earlier today too.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I'll get into the recap, but she could do it, but I mean, one, you don't know what would happen, and two, she wouldn't have the spell slots to do it for all of them.
True.
Okay, I'm ready now. Sorry. Haven't eaten dinner yet, so this is my meal right now.
Why not?
So I went to the gym and I came home and ate a protein shake, and those always fill me up for like hours, and I don't want a meal right now.
Fair enough. Alright, so, to recap, last session, you guys had, after meeting Kricken in his safe house that Fontaine set him up in, he was found by the assassins, you guys fought, Kricken was killed by the assassins. From Lucian. You guys killed one assassin, one escaped, and one was knocked unconscious. And you were going to interrogate him, but an old friend showed up, Sildar, the really good-looking human guy, and brought with him his, like, citizens militia, basically just some concerned citizens, do-gooders, who help keep the peace in the shitty chasm district of the city because the guard basically ignores it. As part of that citizens militia, a man named Elris revealed himself to be Khan's dad. After pretty easily convincing Sildar that you guys had nothing to do with Kricken being murdered and that you were victims and not, perpetrators. Elris asked Khan if he could buy him a drink and try and explain to him why he was gone for so long. Khan very hesitantly took him up on the offer, and you guys went to the Beached Leviathan Tavern up in the Blue Lake District, which is where Mira, Rugrut, and Wilfiz first met in the very beginning of the very first session of the campaign. So while you were there, Elris basically explained to Khan why he was gone for so long. Khan didn't really give him anything, wasn't really interested, and Elris just paid for all of your drinks, a room for the night, and then some, because he left you 20 gold, and just quietly left without saying anything to Khan again. You guys decided that you wanted to go stake out the place where Kricken told you the rest of his crew would be most likely hiding. There was a little bit of time fuckery, and we rewound time and pretended that you went to a merchant in between this and that. You guys bought some very nice magic items. You got a set of minor iron stones that you guys attuned to, and it allowed you to raise one of your stats by 1. So, back to present. You guys staked out the brownstone townhome-y kind of place that Cricken's crew was staying at. You didn't see anything. You scoped it out until nightfall. Khan sent Templeton in to try and investigate, but it was too sheer. There wasn't much for him to climb on, so he couldn't get inside. When you guys got in, it was completely dark, completely silent, looked like nobody was home. As you were going through the house and investigating all the rooms, you found a sleeping changeling in one of the beds. You guys woke him up, and he revealed himself to be Arx, one of the member of Cricken's crew, and an aspiring actor, who you interrogated for information about the rest of the crew. He put in an Oscar-worthy performance to get them to come back to the house from the tavern that they were drinking at. And you guys basically ambushed them. You didn't fight them, but ambushed them in their house and convinced them that their memories were most likely modified by Lucian, because they had absolutely no recollection of the job that they did for him, where they worked with Cricken to steal the artifact from the Sea Elves. So, after a lot of convincing, you finally convinced them that their memories were most likely modified, and that you would take them to a temple of some kind to have a high-level cleric basically fix their tampered memories. And you stayed in their house for the night, and we left off the following morning after Rugrat taught Mira how to make pancakes. And you guys were about to leave and head out into the city at first light, and your plan was that you were on your way to the Shrine of Ilmater at Estelle's God in the Chasm District. And we ended the session when you guys were just leaving to head that way. So,
All right.
You guys just finished eating breakfast. Mira and Rugrat both rolled, average on a performance check. So, they were okay. The pancakes were a little soggy because Mira sagifies everything she touches. But they weren't bad. So you guys are just walking out of the house after eating breakfast. It's pretty early in the morning because you guys said you wanted to leave at first light. So it's probably 7, 8 in the morning. And it looks like a nice day. A few clouds in the sky, a little bit colder than it was the day before, but pretty normal day.
What time of year is this? Is it like fall? Is what we started this?
It's like early fall.
Okay. So what district? We were in the Blue Lake district. Is where their hideout was.
Yes. So their hideout is approximately here. You see my?
Let me get my notes. That's what I'm missing.
Oh, okay. Do you guys have above pulled up?
Yeah.
I don't.
I have a question.
Shoot.
I have written down 5 health potions on my paper, but do you remember, was that for everybody? I was like,
yeah, that was meant to be distributed because
Right, okay.
you bought. I thought you bought 4, but maybe you had an extra one from somewhere else. But yeah, that wasn't 5 for each of you. That was like 5 total.
yeah, that's what I thought. I just hadn't put it in my inventory yet.
I have misplaced my notes.
Uh-oh.
Moving everything around in here. I don't know where everything went.
Are they in the car?
In the car?
Are they with all the ones we brought to Jordan's and you haven't taken them
No,
home?
I don't think so. It's just like one of my little cheap college ruled spiral bound notebooks. I don't know. It's around. I'll find it later. We have recordings, so I don't really need notes that bad. Okay. So their names. What were the names of this group again? Because I have them written down, but I can't remember.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. So there were 4 of them. Arx was the changeling actor.
Bitch.
ARX. There was the Goliath, who was sort of the leader of the group. Her name was Vugu. There was the red-headed, sort of crazy dwarf Tisbel, and the Tabaxi rogue Cheeky Bit.
Cheeky bit.
These names.
So,
Cheeky bit.
Cheeky bit.
Little
So-
cheeky bit.
you guys are. So, are you looking at above right now?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So their hideout is right around here, where I'm pinging, and this is the Temple of Ilmater,
Oh, goodness.
or shrine.
It's far away.
Walking to do. Oh, it's
Quite
a
a wa-
shrine. It's not
Yes.
even a temple.
Yes.
Lame.
So, like I said, we ended the last session with you guys just leaving to head out.
How do shrines compare to temples in this fantasy world?
Well,
Typically.
I call it a shrine instead of a temple. The reason behind that is something that only Khan would know.
Oh, okay.
Because
Only
it's based...
Khan would know.
Yes. Because it's only, it's like local Neverwinter knowledge. And I'm not
I'm a
gonna...
local.
You're not from Neverwinter, are you? I thought you were from
No,
town.
she's from Neverwinter. She's from the Tower District. All right, and Evie might know this. I would say that this isn't like a secret though. Like Evie and Khan could share this. So it's not a full-on temple because since this is the Chasm District, pretty much everything there was destroyed by the volcano.
Ah.
So the place, the shrine to Ilmater that you guys are heading to, it was not originally a temple of Ilmater. Rugrat, Adastel, and Mira would not know this. They wouldn't have any frame of reference, but Khan and to an extent Evie would know that the Shrine of Ilmater, basically the main place of worship for Ilmater in Neverwinter, used to be a building that was probably like a town hall or some other kind of like civic gathering place, but it was pretty heavily destroyed in the volcanic eruption, and with Ilmater being the like patron god of the downtrodden and the weak and the oppressed, all of the people that basically make the Chasm District their home, the Church of Ilmater took up residence in this building that again was not originally a temple. So Khan and Evie, like I said, would know that. and they could easily share that to all of you so you have an idea of where you're going and what to expect.
Okay.
So, are you guys heading straight there now? Or are you stopping anywhere first? Doing anything else? What's the plan?
I don't think we want to be out in the open very much with these people. So, the faster we get there, the better. The less people see us.
Yeah.
So we'll head straight
Got
there with a quickness
Ways to
and
go anyway.
probably limit the chatter too, just because you never know who would hear you on the street.
Yeah.
Maybe even walk on opposite sides of the street from these people. I feel like that's something Khan would do. Have them walk on the other side of the street from us, so we're not all together.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
have everyone kind of spaced out.
Yeah, so you don't even really have to try and convince them of that. They, if anything, that makes them trust you more. So they, as you guys make your way across the city, they pretty, unless you have to go through a narrow street where it's just not possible, they pretty consistently stay on the opposite side of whatever street you're walking. So, as you're walking through the city, like I said, it's early morning. The city's just kind of waking up, and the merchants are starting to come out. All of the window shutters are opening. The doors are opening to all the stores. You're starting to smell things cooking in the air, and you walk past kind of like a town square in the Protector's Enclave, because you have to go through there to get to the Chasm District. The Protector's Enclave, again, is like the richest, nicest part of the city. You walk through like a town center and you see one of those paper boys like standing on the street corner shouting headlines, and you hear him say like, "Local dwarven logger falls to his death after coworkers say that rope stopped working." So, you know, you just the normal sights and sounds of the city.
Oops.
So, as you make your way into the Chasm District, right on that edge where the Protector's Enclave meets the Chasm District, that weird, hard barrier where upper class transcends into poverty, there is not much of a gradual shift in terms of the houses. It's like one street, mansions, next street, hovels. Once you cross there, it doesn't take you long before you see a gathering of not guards, but the citizens' militia that you saw earlier, or the day before. And they're all kind of crowded around this one hut, shack, whatever you want to call it, lodging. And you see Sildar and Elris like knelt over inspecting something. And you see a couple other of like the citizens militia talking to a little boy who just has like 1,000-yard stare, and his mom who is like holding him and like stroking his hair.
We're just approaching this scene from the Protector's Enclave?
Yeah, so you just crossed into the Chasm District from the Protector's Enclave. So you're in the Chasm District now, but just barely.
We don't have time for this. I don't want to deal with a bunch of do-gooders. If we just talked about how we don't want to be spotted on the street.
I'm walking closer, just like listening in, seeing what I can hear.
You're listening in?
Yeah.
like, stealthily, or...
I mean, there's a lot of people walking around, you know, I'm just looking at something. No, admiring the architecture.
Alright, you're gonna make a stealth check, then.
Fuck.
Or deception. Stealth or deception.
Okay.
Or even performance, I'll say.
I'll guide you.
Deception. Oh, well, my stealth is +3, so. You'll guide me? What does that do? Is it a plus?
D4.
Is
You
it
get
a
a D4.
D4, that's what I thought. Alright. Mm. 18.
18?
Yep.
Not too bad. So, or I should say, that wouldn't be too bad if you weren't 6'4" and have very noticeable tattoos and look like the Hulk. So you walk up and are scratching on some brick on like a nearby wall.
Make me look dumb.
And that is literally the motion that you made. I'm parroting what you did. So, you walk up and you hear Sildar and Elris talking, like crouched over what you now see is a body. And you hear Sildar, we just saw him yesterday. I don't... for him to turn up, so... Oh. You.
Oh, hello!
Oh no. Just copying the voice already.
He turns around and Elris looks up and sees you and Khan and the rest of you, and Elris is like, Sildar, I'm going to investigate over here. And Elris kind of like walks into elsewhere. Sildar comes up to all of you, and he's like, I just can't seem to get enough of you, can I?
The feeling's not mutual. I just want to put that out there. We're busy.
I disagree. I don't say that. I don't say that.
Have I done something to offend? I feel a lot of hostility coming from you. I feel like I've been nothing but cordial.
If it were truly hostile, you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't see me coming. Hmm? Hmm? What do you want, Sildar? What do you want?
Don't worry about him. What's going on?
He basically looks away from Khan and just looks directly to you, Evie.
Staring up at me.
He's not that short. He's just like an average-sized human guy.
Appies.
Well, your appearance here is a bit coincidental. And he like kind of steps to the side so that you can see the body that they were looking at. And all of you guys can see that it is the assassin that escaped yesterday when you guys were fighting. And he is not in good shape. He looks like he has been brutally and yet efficiently killed. And it is not a pleasant scene.
Someone looks like they've had some fun here.
I really hope that fun was not a part of it. Judging by the wounds, this looks like interrogation. And considering what you told us yesterday, I think somebody tracked him and was looking for information. Who? We have no idea. Why? Even less. But this was not just some back alley mugging. Do you have any leads? Any ideas? Any information about these people?
I want to send a message to Evie with message, and just whisper in your mind, don't overshare. You don't know him.
Khan, actually, make a perception check for me. Just Khan.
Oh, natural 20. First
Damn,
roll
really?
of the day.
Hey, nice. So, because of the situation, you're always alert and aware, but because of this situation, you're extra kind of keeping an eye out. And unseen to most of the people here, you notice on the roof, the edge of the roof of the closest building to you, you see one of Fontaine's mechanical pigeons looking down and just surveying the scene.
Okay.
Just
So what can these pigeons do? I assume I would kind of know their capabilities. Can he,
They're-
like, talk through them, or...
No, they're nothing. They're actually pretty simple in construction. They're primarily just messengers, really. But they do have very, very limited, like, surveillance capability, I guess. Nothing, like, it's not like he has a network of spy cams set up everywhere, but they can record, like, very quick, simple details and bring them back to him.
Okay.
So, like, you get the... You are aware that he knows what's going on.
Okay, I'll just give a little two-finger salute, kind of like just looking up, give a little salute.
Yeah, just something you notice.
We
Remind-
noticed and salute this bird.
That depends. Con, are you trying to do it stealthily where nobody notices, or do you not care?
I'll do it stealthily. I'm
Okay.
a rogue.
Yeah, roll a stealth
Yeah.
check.
It's 10 plus 10, so dirty 20.
Yeah, none of you notice. None of you have a passive perception of 20 or higher, so, yeah.
It's like a baseball sign, like
Who are we-
look at his nose
Yeah.
real quick.
Pretty much.
You like don't really know what that means. Yeah.
So, Evie, I think you were about to say something?
No, I couldn't remember the names, but I look back at my notes and I remember who we're talking about.
Where is the other group? Cricken's gang. Are they just kind of milling about, or?
They are pretending like they have absolutely nothing to do with this. They are on the opposite side of the street. They walked into a generic store and are looking like they are browsing some wares.
One of them Asian stores, they're buying ramen.
I'll just send them a message to Vugu. Was that the name of the leader? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll send a message and bear with us.
Real
We'll be
boogie.
done with this in just a moment.
Boogie.
You hear back in your mind, 10-4.
Ooh.
Silda, I
So
don't
that-
know what you expect from us. If we start reading into every body that turns up in the Chasm District, we'll be busy 24/7.
Well, I'm not expecting you to join the militia or anything like that. I'm not relying on you for an investigation. You are the only people I've seen who have any kind of connection to these assassins. So, forgive me for following up on a lead.
You're Sildar, it's fine. He's cranky. What do you know about this? Do you have any information from, passersby?
Well, it's funny you say that. You see that boy over there with his mother? And he points over at the little boy that I mentioned earlier. Apparently, nobody else saw anything but him. It occurred overnight, and he is so traumatized by whatever he saw that he isn't really giving us much good information. We've tried talking to him, but he barely responds. So, and I mean, he's a child. We don't exactly want to push him, but he seems to be the only person who actually saw anything.
Adestelle, I think if I were to speak to him, I'd scare the shit out of him. So, would you like to do that?
I guess. I don't know that I'll be of any help, though.
You sound like a child when you talk. I think he'll.
Mira's just gonna walk
not
over.
as.
Ow!
Mira's gonna walk over.
Damn, I'm not talking to him now.
I want to walk over to him and just like do a little like shape water and do like a little performance for him with shape water.
Okay.
But your voice, not what you say, Gabby.
I know what you meant. I'm just messing with you.
Roll a performance check.
Yeah, you sound like a dumb fucking 5-year-old, Adestelle.
You sound like you can't read.
Dirty 20.
You sound illiterate.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay. So the beautiful blue girl in the heavy armor walks over to the little boy and his mom, and the little boy is still just sitting like in her arms, just staring. And you walk over and you shape water into just this little beautiful water ballet. And while he doesn't react in a big way, for the first time since you guys arrived on the scene, you see him, like, his eyes move, like, and he's watching the water. There isn't really much difference in terms of his expression, but he is actually engaged with, like, the sight of the water.
I'm gonna walk up to him. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna walk up to him and like sit down cross-legged. And then just kind of like meet him at eye level. And I'll just say, "Hi, I'm Adestelle, and this is my friend Mira. What's your name?"
I'm gonna have little bits of my water ballet just splash him in the face.
I'm gonna drown him.
Waterboard him.
Waterboard him?
You're gonna talk!
Tell her your little shit.
So the water ballet starts splashing him in the face a little bit, and and the mom, who is still holding him, is like, "Are you kidding me? Don't you think he's been through enough?"
Mira, I think you're irritating him.
Oh. Should I make it snow?
Oh wait, I have a snow globe, don't I? I bought a snow globe.
You did buy a
I'm
there
gonna
you
pull
go.
out my snow globe, and I'm just gonna shake it. And then I'm gonna try and hand it to
Okay. So he wipes the water off his face, and kind of like somebody splashing water on their face first thing in the morning to help them wake up a little bit. That having the water splash him kind of jolted him a little bit. He's still pretty out of it, but at least he's a little more aware of his surroundings. And Adastel, you shake the snow globe and hold it out to him. And you bought this snow globe in the Protector's Enclave, and I think you spent like an entire gold on it. This is the nicest snow globe that most people in the Chasm District have ever seen. Honest to God, it's worth more than some of their homes.
Oh, now it's just sad.
The kid sees...
Here's a super nice snow globe next to the house.
Sucks that it's worth more than your home.
Look what I got for pocket change.
Yeah.
What is the snow globe above? Is it like the city of Neverwinter?
Yeah,
or...
it was like the city of Neverwinter.
From a distance, kind of just what? Can I use minor illusion? I'm gonna make a little tiny dragon flying over the city inside of the snow globe, just to see if I can amp it up.
Real
for-
fancy snow globe, man.
Yes.
Huh?
Fucking sick snow globe.
So
I want one.
I'll say, you know, I won't even make you roll another stealth check. I'll roll in what you rolled for Fontaine's pigeon into that. You easily, without anybody noticing, just minor illusion the sight of what kind of dragon in there?
Well, I guess I've only ever seen one kind of dragon in person, so it'll be a white dragon.
Perfect with the snow theme. So, you know what? I will say, roll a performance check. Let's see how good you can make it look.
Is it an ugly dragon?
That dragon.
Another 20, actually.
Another
Damn.
natural 20?
No, 17 plus 3, dirty
Oh,
20.
okay. So with a 20, yeah, as Adastel shakes it and the snow starts moving, you time it just perfectly that the dragon appears as she's like handing it over to the kid. And with a 20, you're able to make it look like this white dragon is causing the snow by like blowing it out. And it looks incredible.
Cool.
His whole family died from a dragon attack. He starts having a panic attack.
He's got PTSD.
So the kid sees this, and for the first time he cracks a smile, and he's like, cool.
Do you like it?
He reaches and grabs it, and can I have it?
Yeah, you can keep it.
You just bought him a new house.
Yeah, go exchange that for some gold.
It's
They'll
definitely
sell
like
that.
when the poor family wins a car in like a radio contest, they're definitely selling it. But
Yeah.
so he takes it. Thanks.
Here, I'll even shine it for you, and I'll take my out like a little rag, and I'll like clean off the glass so there's no fingerprint.
It's glorious now. The mom softens up a bit, and she's like, thank you. He's been through enough. He's just sitting there kind of watching this dragon flying in the snow globe.
Have you ever seen a dragon before?
No. Have you?
They're pretty cool.
Really?
Don't you have some teeth or something, Evie?
I do have teeth.
No, you
Okay,
do
hold-
not. You sold
Ah,
them to the
fuck!
merchant.
Get rid of them all.
I told
No!
him?
You
Damn.
sold all of them to the merchant.
Oh shit. I do not have teeth.
I forgot about
I got this cool fucking scar though.
that. You see the really tall girl back there? She got teeth from it. I wish I could show you, but she doesn't have them anymore.
Cool. She's big.
Yeah, she's pretty tall.
You're not.
No.
Watching this happen.
He's just staring.
Staring at him.
He like, his eyes like kind of dart between Adastel and Evie. Like he's talking to Adastel, but like the way that Evie is looking at him is making him uncomfortable.
Do you want to meet her? She's really cool. Oh
Cut
no.
to Evie.
And I just turn around, I'm like... Anyway, you don't have to meet her, but she's really nice. Did you like Mira's water?
I'm just still here making water.
She's just distracting herself.
Like in my own world, doing a whole water dance.
A little water dolphin going back and forth between your hands.
Is that magic?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen magic before.
I think we've all got a little bit of magic in us. I think you have some too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You know when you go to bed at night and you imagine things before you go to sleep? That's pretty magical. You take yourself to places that you've never seen before. You think of stories. That's magic.
Does that mean I'm actually gonna see my dog in a bikini? I don't want that.
Nah, you can control the magic.
Like a wizard?
Yeah.
I'm a wizard?
Well, they
You're a
typically
wizard,
go to
Harry.
school for that, but you could go to school for that one day.
Mom, can I be a wizard? And she's like, you can be whatever you want to be, honey. Whatever you want to be when you grow up.
Wizard Harry.
I'm gonna be a wizard.
Oh,
Are
what?
you a wizard?
I'm not a wizard. I'm what they call a cleric.
Like Father Randall?
Who's Father Randall?
He's the cleric of Eel Muncher.
Ew.
And she's like, honey, it's Ilmater. Ilmater.
Oh. That's who I worship.
Me too.
It's like we're best friends.
Same religion, nice.
But if but best friends have to know each other's names. So what's your name?
I'm Tony.
Tony? It's nice to meet you. And I'll hold out my hand.
He shakes it.
Your name.
The mom. What? What'd you say?
Never mind. Never mind. I didn't tell him his name. I had to prompt her to tell him.
She did already.
Oh.
She just did.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Ignore me. I can't hear.
The mom looks at you with a much softer look and just mouths.
I don't have any cool spells to do for him.
You see what happened with his magic powers?
What?
What?
My train of thought is not
What is
aligning with
happening?
any of y'all.
Is it a train of thought? It seems like a spider web of thought.
He has powers. Prompt him to like say what he saw. You know, he's brave. He's got powers. Maybe maybe that's a way you can get him to talk. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
What do you do?
I'm gonna say, are you sure you don't want to meet my other friends? They would like to be your friend too.
What did you say?
Where are they?
What happened here?
Where's,
Oh, the other drug's going.
where's Rachel?
Why'd you say that name?
Like Batman.
Yeah.
I like how the two non-edgy characters are talking to the kid, and the two edgy characters are just.
Oh fuck! And Rugrats with you too.
Well,
shit.
I think we wouldn't keep. I think we probably wouldn't talk to a child with the goblin.
Well, he does. He is in his ninja cloak and plague doctor mask, so if anything, he
That's
looks
quite
even
terrifying.
scarier than a goblin.
Yeah, that's really scary.
Yes,
Very scary.
So, what are you doing?
I asked him if he wanted to be the other friends.
Oh, he's okay.
Okay, so then I'll go over and I'll talk to Evie and I'll be like, don't be scary, but he wants to meet you. Get down to his level
Be scary.
and just talk to him. And I'll bring her over.
You'd have to lay on the floor to get to his level.
So, as you bring
What are we
Evie-
doing? Just talk to the child. Ask the child what he saw. Why is this still going on? Why all the theatrics? He's a child. Ask him the questions. We have things to do. And I'll like point to them across the street, and they're all just like.
you look across the street and you can see the rest of Cricken's gang in a stationery shop, and Tisbel the dwarf and Cheeky Bit the rogue are just like. Vugu is like trying to like put on a show, and Arx, you can hear Arx across the street. My good man, I'm in the market for your finest stationery.
Jesus Christ! Look, I'm gonna turn myself into the image of Mordenkainen, the wizard, the archmage. Just
Okay.
I'll step into an
Oh.
alleyway if I have to.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn myself into like the wizard with the pointed goatee and the elaborate robes.
Okay.
This is stupid. I'm gonna walk in, like look around, like, yes, I have no idea what Mordenkainen would sound like, but different from Khan. We're like, if only I could find a new apprentice in this.
Oh,
That's so fucked up.
And I'm gonna flip open my spell book and just use minor illusion to make some sparkles that like float towards the kid and kind of cling to him and make him glow a little for a second.
I'm just gonna be like,
Okay. So roll either a deception or performance check.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a deception check. Rolled another natural 20.
my god!
I've been just like I just roll the whole time we're playing, like between like when other people are talking, and I've rolled nothing but single digits. But every time I roll for a skill check, it's high. So yeah, natural 20
Damn.
plus 9, so 29.
So Khan sneaks into an alley, and out walks the perfect image of Mordenkainen, one of the most famous magic users in the history of the Forgotten Realms, who
When
all of you are aware is no longer around.
he doesn't have to know that.
The child
This is
does
just-
not know that.
I just have one of his tomes. He was the first wizard that came to mind.
Yeah.
So when the illusion like settles on the kid and be like, child, and I'll swoop over and like kneel down. I am the Archmage of the planet Orth, Mordenkainen. I have come to Neverwinter looking for an apprentice.
That's fucked up.
He's
I'm like, what is your favorite animal, child?
polar bear.
Hold out your hand. Repeat after me, and I'm just gonna make up some bullshit incantation. And I'm gonna just like sneakily cast minor illusion in his hand to make a little polar bear that like stands on its hind legs and claws in the air, just like a few inches tall. Ah, so you are a gifted magic user. I thought my instincts were correct. Haha, child!
This is so fucked up. He's gonna-
I am a wizard.
Now, well, of course, you're not quite a wizard yet. You have many years of study ahead of you, and I'll pull out my Mordenkainen's Tome of Incantations or whatever, I don't know. Do you see this? I wrote this. You see the name? Look. Of course, I expect all of my apprentices to be of the heroic variety. Would that be you, Tony?
How do you know my name?
I am Mordenkainen,
Oh?
the greatest archmage who ever lived.
What's an archmage?
A wizard! A very powerful wizard.
You're a wizard?
The second thing I ask of my apprentices is to stop asking so many questions. Now, Tony, are you a hero?
And he looks up at his mom, who's still, like, stroking his hair. He, like, pushes her hand out of the way. And he stands up and kind of puffs out his chest a bit. Yes.
Good. Because only a hero would help me solve this crime.
He looks over at the body, and it's almost like through all of this, all the theatrics, it's almost like it helped him forget about it. But when he looks back over at the body, you see the color kind of drain out of his face a bit. He doesn't go catatonic like he was when you first showed up, but he visibly, like, deflates more.
When he looks at the body, I'll lean in. Are you afraid, Tony?
Yes.
Good. All heroes are afraid. Only a fool is never afraid. A hero knows how to use their fear for good.
Really?
It is so.
I want to be a hero then.
Then help me understand what has happened here.
He looks back over at his mom, and she's like kind of like wringing her hands, like she doesn't want him to have to go through that again, but she can see how amped up he is about this. And he looks back at the body, and you see the color like kind of coming back into his face. And he doesn't have like that puffed out chest like he did a second ago, but he does straighten up a little more. Fear for good. Fear for good. Okay. So, last night, my mom told me to take the garbage out. I hate taking the garbage out. And it was late. And I came outside, and I thought it was weird that I couldn't hear any bugs or like the boats up on the river. I couldn't hear anything at all. And I came out, and like you see the color kind of like fading away again as his eyes kind of as he's actively remembering it. I saw this thing It looked like dark. Like the dark. And it had that man, and he points at the body, pinned up against the wall, and it was yelling at him, asking him questions. And the man wouldn't say much, and every time he didn't say something, the dark thing heard him. And I tried to yell, but no sound came out. But even though there was no sound, it was like the dark thing heard me anyway. And it turned and looked at me. And it grew bigger. And then it killed that man and went away.
And then the sound returned, did it? Can I tell you a secret, Tony?
He looks up at you.
You are very brave.
I am?
That is the first step on your path towards heroics. And I'll reach into I'll pull out the book. I guess I already had it out. Now, you're a bit young to be my apprentice yet. But if you begin your studies now, maybe by the time you're an adult, you will be skilled enough to serve alongside Mordenkainen. How does that sound?
What does serve mean?
You will come with me. You will learn and grow. But first, you must study on your own. Listen to your mother. Be a good citizen of Neverwinter. And read. And I'm gonna hand him Khan's old dog-eared, broken spine copy of this book, and I'm gonna tuck 20 gold into the pages.
Stealthily, or so he can see it?
I'll do it so he can see it.
So he can see it?
Yeah, I'll just put it in a small pouch and slide it into the pages and close it and hand it to him. Consider this a down payment. I am very interested in your future, young man. Use this gold to take care of your family and to learn. Buy any book you can get your hands on. Learn everything you can. And when I return to Neverwinter, when you are a man, you will be ready.
His mom saw you put 20 gold in the book, and she...
I catch her, so she doesn't fall.
And then you give her a kiss.
She's not hot.
Oh, jeez!
I felt like that was important for Evie to know.
I'm being nice! Good lord. I am!
So,
I can't be nice to strange women?
Why'd you have to word it like that? He's holding the book and he looks up and he's like,
right?
I will.
I'll point to a spot where I had marked for illusion magic. Chapter on illusion magic. Now, help with this. Less chance of burning down the entire city.
Okay. Okay.
How old are you, Tony?
7.
And I'll look at my bare wrist. I will return in 11 years' time. I expect you to have 10 spells memorized and 3 cantrips.
What's a cantrip?
That is for you to learn, boy. And I'm gonna misty step up onto a rooftop where he can't see me.
Jesus.
Too
He looks-
much.
He looks back down at the book, and he's like, 10 spells, 3 cantrips, in 11 years. I gotta learn how to read. And he goes back over to his mom.
I'm gonna send a message. He was a child. He's dumb as shit. Why didn't we just do that to begin with? I told you. Good use of spell slots. Can you guys come help me down off this roof? I don't have enough energy to do that twice.
So, as you guys are helping Khan off the roof, you see, like, you feel a, and you look in a puddle nearby, and it's like Jurassic Park, where the puddles just, and
Great.
you all turn to look, and a Loxodon man, which is one of the elephant people, comes walking up. He's probably 8 feet tall, exactly as huge as an 8-foot tall elephant man would be. Even though Loxodons don't typically wear armor, he is extremely heavily armored. And you see a giant shield and a giant hammer on his back. And he walks up, and he's so massive that every step just... And the militia see him, and they kind of give him a wide berth. And he just strides right up to the body, kneels down, and starts investigating it. And you see his trunk sniffing all over the scene, and he's just investigating this body.
What? Wait, what are they called?
Loxodons.
Oh, that.
Loxodon.
Oh wow. I want to go to him.
I want to go to there.
You're gonna go up to the 8-foot tall elephant man?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do?
Hi.
He's knelt down investigating the body.
Hi.
Leave.
Okay.
You see
I
him
walk back sad.
You see him put his hand on his chest and his other hand over the body, and you see just a very faint kind of light just gradually spread out from his hand over the body. And he's
Any holy symbols or anything on his armor?
very prominently. He on very large on his shield, on his chest, and on an amulet hanging around his neck is the sign of the 2 white hands with red cord braided at the wrists, which you all recognize as the symbol of Ilmater.
Okay.
And he does this little thing, and he's still just intently investigating the body.
Walk back. You won't talk to me.
Well, perhaps we should let one of our Imatari speak to him. Adistel?
I'll walk over to him
Get his number.
and I'll just say, "What are you doing?"
His head perks up. He doesn't stand up, but he cocks his head over towards you.
I'm gonna show him my shield, which has my holy symbol on it.
He turns more. He's still knelt down. He hasn't stood up, but he's looking more at you. There are many followers of Ilmater here in the city. What sets you apart?
What? I just asked you a question.
You approach me, knowing nothing of me, and you flash the shield bearing his sigil at me. Why?
'Cause I saw yours.
Does that make us kin?
No,
Did we worship the same deity?
but I figure it might make you more open to talking to me.
I have nothing to say to you. He turns back to the body. He stands up.
Fuck you, bitch!
He stands up.
Right as he turns around.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck this. Adistel just starts going off.
Do you?
No, I was kidding.
Oh. So he stands up to his full height of about 8 feet, and his eyes look over at Tony, and he strides over to him.
Oh god.
I'm gonna run over there
Over
to Tony. I'm gonna stand in between Tony and the Lexodon.
You're gonna get in between them?
Yep. And I'm just gonna say, this child has been through enough. If you want to know anything he told me, you can talk to me. And if you don't want to talk to me, then that's fine. But then you're not gonna know anything. So I guess you better decide if what we have in common is enough for you.
I'll allow you to roll an intimidation check.
Ooh.
Oof.
Adistel has never done that before. It's not very good.
Can I aid her?
I got a 19!
How would you aid her? You would have
Walk
to
up.
convince me.
Walk up beside her and
Keep in mind, before you say
Push up
another
your muscles.
word, that depending on what you do,
Oh, God.
you may give her disadvantage.
I will watch from a distance.
Probably smart. So, you got a 19?
Yeah. Pretty
Okay.
good.
I will, you know what? I'll have him roll a charisma save. Just to see.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 30.
A 30? Damn.
So, he looks at you. I'm almost impressed. You don't yet have my respect, but you at least have my attention. What is your name, follower of Ilmater?
I'm Adistel.
And what, Adistel, information can you give me about this crime.
Are you gonna trust me? Are you just gonna go behind my back and talk to this kid again?
Ilmater has guided me to that boy as information pertaining to this crime. I have no quarrel with the child. I only desire the information he has. You misunderstand my intentions.
He's been through so much, though. He could barely talk to us. I'm worried you'll just frighten him again. And then what would that do?
Are the followers of Ilmater not those that suffer? Does being in his light and in his gaze not inherently mean suffering? It is our job to ease the suffering of those who are in his gaze. And by finding out what that child knows, I can do that. I can discover who or what did this, looking over at the body, and prevent that from ever happening to him again.
Well, he told me that a black figure had come out and held this guy. And he grew bigger when he saw him. And now he ended up like this.
Boy,
Oh god. The fuck? This bitch!
Tony
I'm tired of this bitch!
Tony is behind Adestel, and he, like, kind of shrinks down, looks up at the Loxodon. Is what she says accurate? And you see Tony look down at his book. Fear for good. Fear for good. And he, like, straightens up and he looks up at the Loxodon. Yes, it is.
Oh, good boy.
Good boy.
I can't wait for Tony of Neverwinter to be the Archmage of Illusion in 30 or 40 years.
Yeah. He becomes the big bad in another campaign.
Oh
Shit,
god.
are you kidding? He's gonna become the Lord of Neverwinter.
I would love to see.
The Loxodon looks down at him. Is there anything else that she has not told me? He looks up at him. He looks over at you guys.
I'll do that.
No. And he... And without saying another word, he walks over to the spot in the alley that Tony mentioned that the figure was holding the assassin against the wall. And you see him, again, hold the symbol on his chest, and he holds his hand up to the wall, and that same faint glow comes out of his hand. And Khan, Evie, Mira, and Rugrut do not see this. But Adestel, you can see the faintest little... I hesitate to use the word shimmer because that implies light. But think of the darkness equivalent of a shimmer in the air. Where he did his little... And he steps back for a second, investigating, and just looking at the wall. And then he walks down the alley.
Should we follow him?
Kind of annoying. But he might.
Why don't we look?
Have
We're
some
looking
intel.
for a cleric of Ilmater. He could at least point us in the right direction if he's not the one to do it.
Khan, you are aware of where the Shrine of Ilmater is.
I just meant like vouch. I guess I mean like vouch for us.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing?
Follow him.
You're gonna follow
For a
him?
reason.
Okay.
I mean, he's here for a
This is
reason,
your
right?
this is your people, Adestel. You didn't just step on toes. And I love stepping on toes, but in this situation, seems maybe not appropriate.
Yeah, I don't know. We might just want to leave him be.
Are you gonna follow him, or are you gonna go right to the shrine?
I mean,
I'm
you
not
need
gonna
to
follow
do-
him.
I wanna send him a message.
Okay.
You're sending everyone messages.
Well, I've got the cantrip, might as well use it, right?
Yeah.
I'll just I don't know if I'm gonna roleplay it out, but I'll just basically tell him that us and Adestel have been on the trail of someone dangerous who has also been hunting us, but that we need the help of a cleric, so we can share more information if he can help us with what we need. We'll share what we know. Look at Easy.
He. So after you say all that, you hear back in your mind, Father Randall, never enter my mind again.
Stop me next time. Run away.
See, he's a bitch. God. Fuck.
He is a bitch. He is an elephant, which means I love him.
So what are you doing?
Well, after he says that, last time I swear, if you want to know more, we're heading there now. To the shrine.
No response.
Look, I don't know what's up with your clergy of your church, but he seemed quite unpleasant. But he did say that we should speak to the priest that the boy mentioned.
Okay, then I guess let's go there. Everybody I knew at my temple was nice, so I don't know what his
I was
problem
going to
was.
ask: is everyone who worships Ilmater such a dick?
Well,
Isn't
like
this
I
whole
said, I
thing
never
that
met
he's
anybody who
broken
was.
and crying? I feel like that clergy would be a bit more. Oh, I don't know. Nice.
Well, I will say, all of you, except maybe Mira, would know that just because Ilmater is one of the most worshipped deities on the Sword Coast, typically the followers of Ilmater are actually really kind and compassionate.
What I'm saying. You said this guy's name is Father Randall?
The boy mentioned him as well, so we could try. Oh, we should get the idiots. The other idiots, not our idiots, but those. Where are they at now? Where are they shopping now?
The whole reason we came over this one.
They're at a used car lot.
Can't do any better with this one?
Tisbel is hitting her head against a wall in boredom. Cheeky Bit is just like picking shit out of his teeth. Vugu is just kind of like patiently leaning up against a wall. And Arx is still in the stationery store. I told you I only want white lace borders.
I'll send the message. All right, we're headed to the shrine now. Please stop haggling with the stationery store employee.
Who are you sending it to?
Oh, I guess I don't want to fucking talk to that goober. I'll send it to Vugu, I guess.
Okay. Thank God. That's all you hear back. She goes in. She just grabs Arx's shoulder and just pulls him out of the store. And as she's pulling him out, you hear him, "I will be back for my offer!" And she just pulls him out.
I really hate him. I really hate him. Alright. Let's head to the shrine.
Alright. So, since you guys are in the Chasm District, it doesn't take much longer to get to the shrine. Because it's basically right on the edge of kind of the main market area that you guys had seen yesterday. So you head over there, and again, I'll ping it on the map. It is this building. So, you walk up, and this building is...
Can you ping it one more time?
Yeah. This one.
Oh, right. Thank you.
So this building is the biggest one, like, within eyesight. But it is also broken. Parts of the roof have caved in. Parts of the wall have kind of crumbled. It's not completely destroyed. Like, it's still standing and functional, but it's not in the best shape. And where it was made out of brick and stone, the parts that have caved in seem like they've been kind of hastily repaired with wood. So they might have some leaks when it rains, but at least they're not getting flooded. When you approach, the wall right above the door has a painted symbol of the two hands crossed with the red cord around the wrists, showing that this is the place of worship for Ilmater.
Do we... Alright, I mean, are we heading in? I don't think...
I keep my eyes out for Elephant Man.
Make
I
a
also-
perception check.
I want to do a perception check as well, but just for, like, more general looking around to see if anyone's watching or anything out of place.
Yeah, go ahead.
17.
17.
Damn, I'm rolling high tonight. 22.
Fuck.
Good lord.
Evie, no, you do not see the Loxodon. Khan, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You do see one of Fontaine's pigeons just flying. Not perched anywhere, just flying.
Okay.
But nothing
Alright.
else out of the ordinary.
Okay, I'll head in.
Alright. So,
I hang back a minute.
you're not going in?
Not right away.
Okay.
I noticed this.
Are you hanging back stealthily, or are you just not going?
No, I'm hesitating.
So yes, you would.
I'd catch myself and walk back. What's going on?
What?
You coming in?
I mean, I guess we have to.
You not want to?
I just haven't been in a temple or a holy place in a long time. I feel oddly removed.
You don't feel bad about anything, right?
I feel bad about a lot of things.
And that's making you not want to go in?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a deity, so I don't understand a lot of what holy people do. Holy people, is that? I don't know. You don't have to go in. I can fill you in. We're done.
No, I think I just need to suck it up. And then I just kind of like put my hand on her shoulder and then just walk forward. Take a deep breath.
I hold her as we walk.
I kiss her.
Walk into church, two lesbians, maybe.
Two lesbians.
This is my kind of church.
What church is this?
So,
Senior.
the doors of the church are open. It's very much both a literally and metaphorically. They do it intentionally as a show of anybody being welcome at any time.
They're open to lesbians. I like this church.
Hell yeah.
Well, you would all know that Ilmater is basically known for his kindness, compassion, and love, so pretty open,
Sick.
accepting God.
So why was that other guy such a dick?
He loves lesbians.
Ilmater
I need that on a shirt. Ilmater loves lesbians.
He's the patron deity of lesbians
Ill.
in the Forgotten Realms.
Ilmater loves lesbians.
lesbians.
So, you guys walk in, and you are pretty impressed with what they have done to what was at one point a destroyed building. It's obviously just that, a building that was not a temple, that was destroyed at one point. But what they've done with it is pretty impressive. Directly when you walk in, you see pews lining the main center walkway that leads directly up to an altar. And behind the altar is a full wall of symbols of the hands with the red cord, and incense burning, and candles lit. But it's not the dark, solemn, contemplative kind of place of worship. All of the windows are open. It's very well lit. It feels very warm and welcoming. And even the incense they have burning is a very, very pleasant, calming lavender kind of smell. And everything in there is brighter colors than a lot of places of worship you've seen. Not like neon green or some shit like that, but it's not a lot of like dark cherry wood or anything. It's brighter colors, like brighter wood, and lots of white and bright red, like for the symbol. And it feels, even those of you that aren't holy people, when you walk in, you feel a little safer, a little more at ease.
Is there like a respectful thing that you should do in like a temple or a shrine for Ilmater? Like take off your shoes or any kind of symbolic type thing?
Not just walking into a shrine. Typically, the like, you know, the equivalent of like prayer hands would be to go up to the altar and make like the symbol. It's kind of like the equivalent of, you know, but just walking into the shrine, nah, that would be going up to like the actual altar and doing it.
Okay. And then are there a lot of people around? People who look like holy people in one place or something?
So there are a lot of very destitute-looking civilians in the pews, praying, talking to each other. You do see several holy people. Because they are followers of Ilmater, they're not like garishly made up. They're not in like pope robes or anything like that, but you can recognize them as holy people. They have the mark of Ilmater somewhere on their very simple robes, and you see various holy people talking to the citizens, either like blessing them or just even having a light conversation with them. You can tell they're not the stuffy, uppity kind of church. They're having like pleasant conversations with the citizens, and even some of them are laughing together. But you see one guy, an older human man, kind of back towards like the altar with the wall of candles and all that. He's not standing at the altar like preaching or anything, but you can tell he's dressed a little bit more, not gaudy, but his garb sends more of a message of status.
Have a feeling that might be our guy.
I defer to you, Adistel. Not much for church.
Did you bring the 4 idiots in with you?
I assume... I was thinking that when we got here, like, we would probably go in first and just have them follow a little bit after, so we don't walk in together, but once we're inside, I guess we'll probably stick together. I want to scan the people, not the clergy necessarily, but the worshippers who are here. Anybody looking at us or watching us or is obviously not what they appear to be?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
This will be the one that fucks up.
Or, I will say perception or investigation. Because you
Y'all,
are actively...
I have not rolled below a 17. It's another 18.
You're faking it.
I swear I'm not. It's my not dice. They roll well when I play a rogue. So,
Sam?
Yeah, so 18 plus 4, 22 for perception.
So, looking at all of the people, if these are people that are planted here to spy on you, they are doing an excellent job. Because they are all either buried in their prayer books or having what seems to be a very legitimate conversation with the clergy or with each other or kneeling at the altar praying. You don't see anything that seems out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Do I recognize anybody here? Whether that be anybody in, like, worshipping or any other people?
Other than being able to innately tell that these people are followers of Ilmater, you don't recognize any of them personally.
Okay. I figured I didn't. I just wanted to check. So, should we go speak to Father Randall all together, or...?
The sooner we can be done with these idiots, the better. So yes, I think we should talk to him right away.
I keep my hand on Adistel.
Let go.
Alright, so you guys are just walking straight up the aisle to go talk to him?
I guess so.
I'm following Adistel, so yeah.
Yeah, I guess
just
I'll
got
be
my-
in the front.
I just got my hand, like, on her back.
Mira's just gonna go pray in a pew. Or wherever they're at.
I'll
Jazz hands.
That's so made though to her god. Just because
Yeah, so Are you praying to
Okay.
Seychelles or to Ilmater?
The Shayless.
Okay. So, you can... There's like one family next to you in the pew, and as you sit down, like a little bit of moisture gets on the pew, and they kind of like scoot over. And as you start praying to a god that is obviously not Ilmater, they look over and they're like, they get up and they go to the pew behind you.
Before we walk up to Randall, I want to send. I'm gonna poof in Templeton on my shoulder, and I'll give him another little piece of bread or cheese or whatever. And I'm gonna tell him to go hide by the entrance and just let me know if something catches his attention or is suspicious, so we have a little bit of early warning. Good man.
He gives one quick nod, and eager to make up for the fact that he couldn't do much at Cricken's crew's house, he scurries down quickly and slinks into the corner by, like, the front door and, like, holds his body up against the wall and is...
Godspeed, little soldier.
I love him.
A little spy rat.
The Mission Impossible soundtrack is playing.
Okay, yeah, I'll just have him hide there, and I'll go with. I guess I'll sit with Mira.
Okay.
Backstory question: is there a name of the temple specifically that I was raised in? Is there a specific name?
That's up to you. Because the town that you grew up in was not a big one. So,
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to you. Would it have been significant enough to be named? Or would it have just been a random place of worship to Ilmater?
Probably would have been random.
Alright, good enough.
Alright. Alright. So it's just me and Evie going to Father Randall?
I'll
Father-
say Rugrat will,
Oh, I keep forgetting
Oh,
about
Rugrat.
Rugrat. Yeah.
Rugrat will probably
Sorry,
hang
Jamie.
back at like the pew closest to the door, and like kind of near Templeton, actually.
Okay.
So yes, it'll just be you and Evie. And oh, what do you want Cricken's crew to do while you're talking to Father Randall? Do you want them to come with you and be part of the conversation, or do you want them to hang back?
I would say hang back at first, unless y'all think otherwise.
Yeah, and let them spread out across the pews so they look less suspicious, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. So they just kind of scatter like into the various pews, and you hear Arx being like, "This is the perfect place to study my role for the passion of the Ilmater."
Oh my god.
And you see him like very obviously over praying. So what do you do?
Alright, we're gonna go up to him. And... Are you Father Randall?
Before you even say a word, he turns around to look at you, and you see an old human man with a very soft, kindly face. He's got the stature of a man who was probably taller in his youth, but in his age has shrunk down a little bit. But he doesn't look frail or weak. He just looks just older. And before you say a word, he turns, looks at you, and another of his chosen. Ilmater's blessing be upon you.
And to you.
What is your name, young one?
And to you.
And also with you. I'm Adestel. Adestel Daymare.
It's a beautiful name. I'm Father Randall. It's wonderful to meet you. Who's your friend?
Nice to meet you.
Looking at Evie.
So,
This is Evie. She's my best friend. We travel together.
It's wonderful to meet you, Evie. Typically, I don't mean this in any kind of offense. Those that typically come into this hall do not look as put together as the two of you. I'm wondering if there is any specific reason you come seeking me.
Well, we don't mean to interrupt
loudly cough.
what you're doing here or anything. But...
Echoes.
It does. It echoes through the whole place. And Arx looks up and he's like, "Shush!"
Quiet on the set! We were wondering if you could help us.
I can certainly try. What kind of assistance are you seeking?
I'm traveling with a few of my other friends, and we've stumbled across some people who seem to have their memory modified. And I'm not powerful enough yet to be able to reverse anything like that. So we were wondering if anybody here would be willing to help.
Ah. Modify memory, that is some powerful magic. Are you safe? Are you and your friends in danger?
Always.
I think we're okay for now. Yeah.
Who are these people who have had their memories tampered with?
I'll turn and point them out in the pews. I think they kind of stick out like a sore thumb.
Well, everybody is welcome in the House of Ometer, but I will admit they are a bit more noticeable than our typical flock. Gather them and come with me. I believe we can help. And
Okay.
He motions over to like a room, like a door kind of next to the wall with the candles, and like leading, like motions for you to follow him over there.
Can I insight check?
Sure.
Oh no. 9.
9?
I rolled a 2. Oh wait, 8. Just kidding. I can't count.
I mean, he seems like a kind old man.
Okay. Alright, so we'll go round up everybody, I guess.
Everybody, all 9 of you?
I was thinking that I might stay in the sanctuary of the shrine and send Templeton with Adestel and Evie
Okay.
and whoever else is going.
So Rugrat will definitely go with you guys. Mira, what are you doing?
I'm gonna keep praying.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch and listen through Templeton, so I'm gonna look like I'm praying as well with my eyes closed, looking down as I look through Templeton.
Cool. So
I'm gonna tell Mira, I'm like, you have to shake me if something happens. I cannot hear or see.
She's just gonna ignore you because she just hasn't prayed in a really long time. So she's like making up for all her time that she hasn't prayed.
I'm going to assume you heard that because
He's like sobbing.
I'm sitting right next to you. And my eyes roll back.
So
Some poor kid thinks he's getting possessed.
start speaking in tongues.
I'm over here praying to a different god, and he's
No,
Yeah,
I kneel to pray.
She's praying to some
close my
god
eyes.
that most of these people have never heard of, and he's like, Tony walks in. So, at Estelle, where would you keep Templeton? Would you keep him, like, visibly on your shoulder, or, like, hide him somewhere? What would you do with Templeton?
I guess I'd put him in my pocket.
Okay.
Do you want to go in my pocket?
Well, right now, I guess Khan's controlling him, so he does the little two-finger salute. And then he just peeks his little
Yeah.
head out of your pocket.
Yeah, so once you get him in there, you see just his head sticking out of your pocket. Keeping an ever vigilant watch.
I love him.
So, you head back into this room with Father Randall. And it's a decently sized room. It looks like back when this was a city hall or town gathering place or whatever it was, it looks like this was probably the medieval equivalent of like a conference room, kind of. And there are plenty of chairs set up. And Father Randall looks at Cricken's crew and then looks at you. So these are the ones who've had their memories modified. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And Vugu is like, I mean, potentially. We still don't know if it happened for sure. And Father Randall says, a modified memory done well would leave you none the wiser. So it is more than possible. I can remove it, or fix it rather, and it won't hurt. I can help if you allow it. And the four of them look at each other, and Arx is like, I shall take charge, and I shall go first. For what is an actor who cannot remember his lines?
I hate this man.
And Vugu just kind of like palms him back, and she's like, I'll go first. And she sits in a chair, and Father Randall walks over in front of her, and he kneels down, and he looks at her and says, as I said, this will not hurt. It may be disorienting having memories return, but you shouldn't feel discomfort. And she looks uncomfortable, but still steady, and she is like, all right, go ahead. And so he puts his hands, not touching her head, but a few inches away from her face on both sides. And he closes his eyes and he starts muttering an incantation. And you see a golden light start glowing in both of his palms. And you see that light in her head. And she has her eyes closed. And after a few seconds, you see her. And the other three look at her, and they're like, "Fugu, what happened? What's going on? What did he do to you?" And she is like looking around, and she looks up at Evie and Adestel and Rugrat. And she, like, gets up from the chair and backs off. You guys are with that water genasi.
Oh no.
She doesn't remember anything either. Alright, so you can calm down.
She pulls the staff off her back.
I unsheath the sword.
Please. And Father Randall's like, whoa, this is a place of worship. Please. There will be no combat here. And Vugu, still holding the staff, is like, did he send you to finish the job? Are we a loose end?
She doesn't remember anything either. If you were a loose end, you'd be dead by now.
And Tisbel, the dwarf, is like, what do you mean loose end? What does that mean? And Vugu is, her glance is darting between you guys. They weren't lying. We did do a job for Lucian 2 months ago with Cricken. He did fuck up our memory. And Tisbel and Cheekybed are both. And Arx is like, by the gods! So, Vugu backs up, and she's still holding the staff. She's not making any movements to, like, attack, but she is very much in a defensive pose, like, ready to strike if she is attacked. And she looks at Father Randall. Do them. And one by one, he...
This man got mad spell slots.
One by one, he does the rest of the three of them, and every single time, all of them are... and Arx is... The traitors! All of them have now had their memories restored.
Told you we weren't lying.
And Father Randall says, one moment. And he does what you saw the Luxodon do. He touches the symbol on his chest, and he holds his hand up, and you see the faint glow. And he looks at the four of them. Not only have all of your memories been modified, but all of you have been in contact with something alien, evil, but nothing immense. And he looks at Evie. But you, dear girl, you are radiating this darkness. Are you what are you?
Elf. Nothing weird.
Would you
Sure.
you sit down in the chair?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold your hand. Ilmater loves lesbians. Sorry.
So he, as you sit down, he does the same thing to you that he did to the four of them. And he casts Greater Restoration on you. And nothing happens. You feel that little tickle in the back of your throat that made you... Oh, that was on cue. That made you cough so loud in the main chapel is completely gone. Like, your throat has never felt stronger.
You can finally breathe through the right side of your nose.
Yeah, your deviated septum is actually cleared up. But other than that, you don't feel any different. And he...
Something's supposed to happen?
Your memories haven't been modified. You haven't been cursed or diseased or nothing like that. You've been influenced, I guess is the best word.
What does that mean?
I wish I knew. I've never really seen this.
What? What are you seeing?
Seeing is not really the most accurate word, I guess. More feeling, but it feels like infinite nothingness is radiating off of you. I can't think of a better way to describe it. It feels like...
Oh, well, that clears it up.
I apologize. I've never seen anything like this.
Alright, well, let's go. Back it up. Move it out.
Are you taking the people that you just had their memories restored, or are you just ignoring them?
Yep. No, we're all leaving.
Okay. Are you going to say anything else to Father Randall, or are you just walking out?
Thanks, homie.
Thanks.
I'll hang back for a second
Okay.
while she leads them out.
Okay.
I'm just gonna quickly say, I'm sorry if anybody was rude to you. Evie's been through a lot.
No, no offense taken. There was no rudeness at all. I'm more concerned about her than anything else. I hope you're aware of your traveling companion's condition. It's dark, possibly dangerous.
She's got a lot on her plate.
That seems a bit of an understatement. As he says that, you hear the
No!
So you, Adestel, are still in this back room with Father Randall. Everybody else had headed out of that room and was like in the main chapel, basically going to head out. And before all of you hear the thuds, Khan, in your mind, Templeton is screaming a warning at you.
Okay.
I think he's trying to tell me something.
I'll, yeah, then I probably, the second I do that, I'll drop the connection and, like, drop and, like, below the line of the pews and start moving to see, oops, knocked my headphone out, like, drop down and see what I see, like, under the pews to the back of the church, because I don't know.
So, you drop down and you're looking under the pews. You see the feet of a Luxodon. Stomping.
What was his name?
You never got his
He
name.
didn't give it to us.
Fuck. We did.
You see the feet of a Luxodon quickly for a Luxodon, strolling into the chapel, and he shouts out in his booming, bassy elephant voice, Randall! Randall, where are you? And Khan, Mira, Rugra, and Evie, you're so close that it, like, kind of hurts your ears because his voice is just so booming. And Adestel, you and Father Randall clearly hear this. And you see Father Randall. Oh, it sounds like Braz needs to speak with me.
I say, always a step behind, Lexi.
What? What did you say?
I say, always a step behind. Huh, Luxie?
Okay.
Sure.
I am rewriting the setting, and Loxy is an extremely derogatory racial slur. And
You just shouted the N-word out in a church.
Yeah. God.
he looks over at you. Come again?
Always a step behind.
He's not a step behind. We told him to meet us here, Evie. He was literally a step behind because we left first.
We did not tell him to do anything. Did you tell us you sent message?
I probably at some point would have told
You
you guys.
didn't say that.
Fine.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
You
Yes,
still
I think
called
I
him the
prob-
N-word.
I think I probably would have told you guys that I told him to talk with us at the temple.
Yes. So, Father Randall comes out of the back room. Adestel, are you following him, or are you staying in that room?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
Is he-
So, Randall comes out, and Braz sees him, completely ignores Evie. Randall, we must talk away from these. And Randall looks up at him and he's, Brez, these people are my personal guests. Anything that you wish to. And he doesn't even let Randall finish. Fine. I've discovered something. A blaspheme to Ilmater. I need resources. I need soldiers. I need money. I must investigate this in Ilmater's name. And Randall... Braz, I'm sorry, we don't have anything to spare. And he looks around. You know what we have here, and Braz, you've gathered his name is Braz, he's like, useless. While you sit here preaching nothings to these destitutes, I am out there on the streets protecting them in the name of His Holiness.
Keep it down, it's a church.
He looks over at you. And he looks back at Randall. There was a murder in your precious area. The victim could have been one of your precious flock. And I know where to find who did it. If you don't want to help me, that's fine. But I will not allow any more deaths to befall this area. And Randall is like, Braz, it's not that... And Braz turns and just storms out.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay.
I follow her.
And as he's storming out, I'm just gonna say, what is it that you need? You said money, resources. What do you need?
That actually stops him in his tracks. Khan and Mira, what are you two doing?
If they followed him out, I think I would have gone as well. I would have called Templeton back and followed.
So are we outside now?
If you're following them.
Okay. I'll follow them then.
Okay. So, Adistel, with you saying that, that stopped him in his tracks. And he turns around to look at you. What I require are reinforcements. That scene you saw earlier, whatever did that to that man, is probably more than one person can handle. And since the meek don't want to get their hands dirty, it falls to me to purge this city of evil that would threaten the innocent. Now tell me, Adistel, worshipper of Ilmater, are you a part of the meek, or are you a part of the protection?
What are you in this for? Some
What?
kind of status thing?
And he bends down and he gets like right into your face.
And I'm right fucking there too.
You wanna try me, bitch?
I'm in his face. We're all like,
Stop trying to make out with the elephant.
I'm not. He's threatening my baby.
There is no status in the eyes of Ilmater. We are all his children. I am trying to prevent others from taking those children away. And if I have to get my hands dirtier than the rest of those children, I will gladly do so. Now I ask again, Adastel, worshipper of Ilmater, are you of the meek, or are you a protector of the meek?
Could have said that from where you were.
Hey, you care. Why do you care what I am? You didn't want anything to do with me 20 minutes ago.
He stands up to his full height. Because 20 minutes ago, I thought the church would provide me with more. They failed. Now, it looks like you may be the only source of support that Ilmater has given me. If you want to help me, it might increase my chance of survival and allow me to protect more down the road. If not, that's fine. I'll deal with this threat on my own.
I'll look at everybody else.
I mean, another pair of hands, right? Even though he's a dick. And I say that loud enough for him to hear.
Our hands are as dirty as they come.
Oh, I don't doubt that in the slightest.
That was rude.
Believe it or not, everything we've done together has been for the good of this realm. We're in this city, trying to prevent more chaos, destruction, murder. Everything you claim to want to stop. And yet you antagonize. Why? Everyone wants to waste time today. I'm trying to keep us all alive. So stop fucking wasting time. Work with us.
What do you think I have been trying to say this whole time?
Then take us somewhere and buy us a drink. And we can talk.
And I'm the one wasting time.
Words over a good drink is never a waste of time.
Clearly we have different definitions of useful time. I prefer
Well, we're the
to-
ones who know what you're after. So, buy us a drink or don't.
Fine. One drink.
Really keep it. He's really keeping that
Oh,
judgy
and
churchgoer.
our 4 weird friends. They're going to be coming as well because they might have some information that could help us.
Are you talking about Cricken's crew?
Yeah.
They are gone.
We lost them.
Wow. Oh my god. Fuck.
Alright, well, they're gone. But we're
But we're still here.
still
Oh
here.
shit.
They're all kind of idiots. So they're either going to turn up dead, which could still have its
Probably.
use, or we'll find them again. But
Wait.
can we stop all this posturing.
I'm gonna cast locate creature.
Okay. On who or what?
Vugu.
Yeah, Vugu. I was like, what's the name of that fish?
On Vugu?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is the range on locate creature?
Like 1,000 feet, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So you cast locate creature, and you get a ping, not terribly far, a few hundred feet away, heading away from you.
I know where they are. Should we round them up and bring them back?
Mm-hmm.
Or they buy us a drink.
What
Then we all win.
use do these fools serve?
They're criminals, and they worked for the person that we're after. And they're running. So let's
that-
go.
Person?
Definitely means they have info.
Do you have any idea what I'm investigating? What did this?
How about
to
we
that
walk
man?
and talk in the direction
Maybe they're
that they are
linked. Either
leading?
follow us or don't. And then I just start walking to where
Yeah.
I felt the ping.
Yeah.
You hear like a guttural growl, and then the. And then he starts walking in the direction of where you're going. I think that's a good time to take a break, if you guys want.
Yeah, I'm
Good.
good with
Yeah,
that.
cool. Say like 10-ish minutes.
Word.
Cool.
Word.
Word.
The same thing at the same time. Make out while they're gone.
shit. I meant to get water.
Gabby, there's a it's a monastery that's devoted to Ilmater in the third act of Baldur's Gate. There's a bunch of Ilmater worshippers.
Cool.
Don't eat my shepherd.
Definitely haven't gotten that far.
Yeah, it's like right before you get to Baldur's Gate.
Oh,
The big dog.
big baby.
She just wants my snacks.
No, she's only in it for the snacks.
Yeah.
Look, seriously, every time I roll this dice and when we're not like playing, it rolls shit. But then the second you ask for a check or something, it rolls good. Blessed.
Liar.
Well, no, what's gonna happen is we're gonna get into a combat and it's gonna stop.
Mhm.
One.
I guess we're also kind of getting to the level where if you're rolling for something and you're good at it, you're gonna have a hard time not succeeding, I guess.
Yeah.
You look like a giant on there. Look.
Big.
You look like a giant.
Giving mama kisses.
Sweet baby. Say
She's
hi.
such a good girl.
Hello, who's that? You can sit there.
We gave her a haircut yesterday, and we cut, like, I picked up the bag, and it was seriously probably almost a half a pound of hair.
Oh my
It was
god.
so much hair. He's so scrawny now.
She's so small.
She is. She looks small. She just looks like a small dog with, like, extendo legs now.
Yeah.
Get on the bed. So I can see you. Get on the bed. Okay,
Yeah,
don't get
pat
on the
it.
bed.
Pat the bed. She'll do it.
Come here, get on the bed. You're scrawny.
She does look so much smaller.
She just looks like a lab. Her hair's
Yeah.
short.
He's just sweet.
A lab with a poodle face. Emily?
Evie, go away.
Mark my words, when she comes back, she'll say, sorry, had to take Izzy out.
2 sorries. It has to be 2 sorries.
Has to be 2.
Is Evie up? Oh no, Evie's up there with you. Okay. I think it's Valley. I thought it sounded like Evie was chewing something up, but
Now they're both in here.
I don't know what I heard. Something's in the other room.
Templeton!
They're both in here right now. You guys love each other. We love each other.
They're
Guy, wanna say hi? Come here.
sisters and best friends.
They really are, though. They don't care about us.
I'm glad I got to bring the throwaway joke about my book being a Mordenkainen spell book. I'm glad I got to bring that full circle and use it.
Hey, anything you say in D&D becomes fair game, joke or not.
Who even is Mordenkainen? I just know the name because he's like the title of some books
Yeah,
in real life.
he's like a famous.
He's just like a
wizard, I
famous
think.
wizard hero, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Come up here.
Responsible for many powerful and useful spells. Oh yeah, I guess there are a lot of spells with his name in them.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Oh. Oh, the tooth. I love her little tooth.
He lives in a tower that he uses to travel the multiverse, apparently.
Oh. He'll be in the next Marvel movie, and that'll be the big crossover. Oh, let's see.
Sorry, Izzy took forever to poop.
Oh, so close
Aw.
though, not quite.
This
Tell them what
was-
you did. Tell them. Tell them what you did. What do you mean?
Nothing.
Were you voting on why it was taking me so long?
Jordan predicted exactly what you would say when you got back, and he was pretty close.
What'd you say?
I said you would say sorry, had to take Izzy out.
It was taking forever to poop. She likes to do this thing where she's sniffing and like trying to poop, but she's not actually trying to poop. So she's walking in the poop stand, sniffing, pissing me off.
Ready?
Yep.
Cool. So, you guys were... Adestel did locate creature on Vugu, and got a ping on her that she is moving away from where you guys are. And you guys just kind of took off following them, and reluctantly dragging Braz the Luxodon with you.
Okay. While we're walking, can we kind of... Oh, so he's... I want to walk next to him. Did you see something else at that crime scene that we didn't?
What did that to that man was not a person. It was an entity. A demon. I've seen its influence in the past. Or at least the influence of one like it. I recognize its stench.
Well, as far as you know, we are looking for a man. But the ability to call forth such fiends, or to be one himself, neither would surprise me. A shadow demon.
Yes.
Well, you have served your god for some time, I would imagine. Seen lots.
And she just
There
threw
are
up.
those who can Nice.
I'm so sorry. Please continue. Izzy, don't eat it. Please continue. I will be right back. Dude, what the fuck? Right next to my fucking chair, too.
I'll kind of just like we don't have to roleplay it out while she's not here, but I basically just kind of tell him, like, the broad strokes of what happened, like, that some being, some figure is after Evie, and that he tried to kidnap her once, and that he dropped meteors on the town of Phandalin, and that we followed the trail here of everything we had found so far.
So, with you telling him all of that, he shows you the most attention and borderline respect that he has showed any of you up to this point. He is listening more intently, honestly, than you expected him to. And
I'll just finish by pointing out the fact that he called meteors down on a town. Someone summoning a demon is well within their wheelhouse if they could do that.
he must have loosed the demon on the assassin to tie up a loose end.
He does seem to like to do that.
But wait, something does not add up.
Right next to my chair.
If what you've said is true, the other times,
I'm gonna mute her.
the other times he's
Come on, bitch. Come on.
closed loops, tied up loose ends, has been precise, clean, efficient. This was anything but. This was violent. Angry, even. I
I don't know
s-
if I would call summoning meteors on a small town to prove a point. Sounds like the same person to me, but if you believe that there's some inconsistencies, I'm open to hearing it.
Well, if what you're saying is accurate, and he brought those meteors down on that town, that was an extremely precise stroke with the intention of drawing you out and sending you a message. This was almost feral, but at the same time, intentional. The marks on that man's body, it looked like he was being interrogated. And if this Lucian was in the business of tying up loose ends, he would have no reason to interrogate. He would simply kill and be done with it.
Well, it is a good point. Look, someone with that kind of power tends to make very powerful enemies. Perhaps we're not the only ones in Neverwinter on Lucian's trail.
I honestly don't know if that is more or less concerning.
This is just so stupid. Can you cascade Greater Restoration? Because what? Paladins top
No.
out at 5th level? Fuck. It occurred to me that we forgot one other person whose memories have gaps.
Whose?
Yours, darling. I say we catch up to these fools. And then maybe we should handle that at some point, but I don't want to let these idiots get away and walk right into another trap They don't seem bright enough to stay off of Lucian's radar, or whoever is after Lucian. They won't stay off their radar for very long. So let's make haste.
Agreed.
Alright, so I'm following Adastel because you're the one who can tell where they are.
Okay.
You give me a quick, like, rundown on what I missed.
I was telling the Luxodon kind of like broad strokes of everything that we had done with Lucian, like that has happened because of him and around him.
Okay.
That's all you missed, I think. And then he
And-
was, and then he had recognized the thing that attacked the assassin that was dead was a shadow demon that appeared to maybe not be Lucian's doing. So we were theorizing that.
Okay. Somebody else is after
It
him.
is perhaps someone else is after him. Yeah, I think that's about the time you got back.
Did Evie get a haircut?
Mhm.
She looks so tiny. Sorry,
So
continue.
if you guys are following Kricken's crew, they are moving quickly. You are going to have to move similarly quickly if you want to catch up with them, and that is somewhat difficult with a Loxodon with you.
Should
Aren't
we
you stay behind
have
with
to
him?
Meet at us somewhere at some tavern or something
Do what?
after we round them up.
Do you say that to him?
Good idea.
Okay. I'll just tell him that.
We need to be quicker.
No later than sunset. I have a very good idea where this shadow creature is making its lair. We assault it tonight.
Braz. Don't do anything foolish. Wait for us.
Do you think me a fool?
I don't know you well enough yet to make that call.
I like that. Don't get
Okay.
yourselves killed.
That's what we do best. Alright, so we're heading off after him quickly.
Run!
All right. So, with him gone, you're able to kind of keep pace with Vugu and the rest of them. So, what I will say, we'll play this out as something of an impromptu chase in a way. So, I'm going to have all of you roll. First, I'm going to have all of you roll a straight dexterity check. And I'll roll for Rugrat.
Seven.
17.
17.
And Rugrat got a 10. So, the four of them rolled almost impossibly bad. So,
Good for us.
Yeah, all our shoelaces came untied.
they must have. Either that or they knocked over some kind of cart. From across the town, you hear, "My cabbages!" So, you guys, shockingly, actually close the gap a bit. We'll do 3 rounds. So, one more round of dex checks.
Ooh. 22.
Oh.
17 again.
13.
15.
Nice.
And Rugrat got 8.
Damn, Rugrat, that's what he's supposed to be good at.
No.
One of us should just grab him and throw
Can
him on
he
our
use?
shoulder.
Could he spend a key point and use like Step of the Wind to move faster or something, maybe? To make up the difference? Let him roll with advantage, maybe?
Yes.
That's what I would ask for if I was Rugrat.
Yep. I will allow that. And that was a very good call because that 8 became a 17. So, and yet again, they rolled almost impossibly badly. One of them rolled a 19, the other 3 were all in the single digits.
It'd be better double knot in their shoe.
So, again, you closed the gap. And now you're not within visual range of them. You still can't see them. But at Estelle, they're pretty close. And just based on where they have led you, the direction you've gone, the places, the streets that you've gone to follow them, they're basically like weaving in and out of like back alleys. And you don't even know if they are aware that you're chasing them. You have no idea. You just know that they are heading in a direction with purpose. So, one last time, round of dex checks. Rugrat got an 11.
9.
8.
7.
14.
We suck.
Wait a second. Yeah, 14.
Ooh. They rolled 3, 15, 19, and 19.
Oh, what the hell?
So, this time, you guys... My cabbages! I just picked them up!
2 guys carrying a big sheet of glass across the street.
What? Oh, sorry. Whoa, go around. So, they start slipping away. But, they stop.
Right. Jeez. Go. Get out of here.
And you see them in your little, like, magical radar pingy thing. Instead of seeing them move horizontally, you know, like they have been, you see them start going down.
I thought you were going to say up for some reason. Ascending.
They start ascending.
A beam of light.
Aliens!
It becomes a sci-fi thing.
Welcome to Spelljammer. So,
What do you mean they're going down at Estelle? Like underground?
Down!
Like in the sewer?
Where roughly are we in the city and like how far ahead are they?
So, you are now up in the Blue Lake District again.
Okay.
So, right around here-ish. And when you get to the place that Adestelle said was where they started going down, it is a sewer.
I
Damn
don't want to go into the
sewers.
sewer.
And remind me, how long does Locate Creature last?
An hour.
Oh, shit, okay, yeah.
Are there fish in the sewer?
Not any kind of fish you want to be friends with, I believe, Mira. But hey,
I'm
there is
friends with all
water.
the fish.
Are we going down? We have no choice, right? We have to catch these idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just better get it over with.
Alright. Go in the sewer then.
Let go.
Alright. So, you guys go down into this dank, nasty sewer.
Why'd you say dank?
And this is the sewer system of a massive city. So it's well used, put it that way.
Gross. Nasty.
And this is what you see.
Uh-oh.
Which way did we come from? This side? Like, are we going down on this map, or is
No,
it
you
tunnel both ways?
You came in from right here.
Okay, that's what I was asking. All right, cool. Are these all like separate tunnels?
Why can't I see anything?
Because Mira,
You might have to move
unfortunately, you do not have dark vision.
Oh.
You
Oh,
have,
no.
I know, I was like refreshing my screen, like, I don't see.
You have your Everbright lantern.
I do. I would like to use that.
All right. So, logistically, I spent. I'm not gonna be like. I'm not gonna toot my own horn or any shit like that. I'm just like explaining why this is the way that it is. I spent a lot of time taking this map and creating like the walls that above VTT does. So I say that to say that as you move your tokens, it will react in real time with what you can actually see.
Mm-hmm.
So Mira,
Oh, that's so cute.
I am going to.
Every time I try the walls, it never works. It just bugs out. No one can see shit. Things don't get revealed.
Oh, really?
I haven't gotten it to work yet, really.
Mira, what is the radius of light that the Everbright lantern shines out?
It is. Go back. Come back. Why is it not showing it to me? I just had it and I closed it. Sheds light in a 120-foot cone. The closest 60 feet is bright light. The farthest 60 feet is.
Okay. So.
Oh, fancy.
So, with Mira's Everbright lantern, she opens the hood and it illuminates everything.
Which way, Adestel?
So you are getting a ping just from somewhere. Like, you can tell the general direction, like, over kind of in this area, but it's, I mean, you're in the sewer.
I'm gonna start walking forward and just seeing. All right, so what are we seeing here? What are these little areas?
So those are little, like, water wheel kind of things, like an attempt by the city to circulate the water.
Okay.
Not necessarily
Is this
the most efficient.
Is this a door?
Yes, it is.
All right, we just keep going.
Through the door.
It's not trapped, right? Can I check?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
That's 10 plus 5, 15.
15?
Mhm.
It is not trapped or locked,
Okay.
but
all
it
right.
is wedged shut.
Wedge shut.
You can tell that, like, the handle opens, it's not locked, and it's not trapped, but when you try to open it, you can tell there's something on the other side, like, catching it.
I believe this is a job for Evie. Kick this shit down.
Got it.
Say less.
Alright, Evie, make a strength check.
This is the perfect time for it. What?
Why? This dice is gone.
Jail.
7. I rolled a 3.
7.
Yep.
I had to.
Can I try?
So, Evie, you go up, you kick the door, and oh! You don't break anything, but your heel is fucked up. Mira, yes, you are more than welcome to try.
It's just straight strength.
Yes.
Oh damn it! I rolled natural 1.
What?
What is happening?
Oh.
Alright,
At a
you're up.
spell tries.
So, Mira, you
Always doors, man. Always
Mira,
doors.
you go up.
I need a
to
gun.
You,
Where's a gun when you need it?
Mira, you go up to kick the door, and because you have to hold the lantern in one hand, you're kind of off balance,
Got all of my butt.
and you accidentally kick the wall instead. And, ah!
You guys are joking, right? I can't look at me. I can't do it. Estelle, you try. Hit it with your mace.
Yeah, and I tried it.
All right, so if you're gonna try and attack it, roll an attack with the mace.
Wait.
I bust it down with my axe like from The Shining.
With your little hand axe.
Yeah. It's not little. I mean, it's a hand axe, but
I mean, I would say you can do that without making a check
22.
to hit the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll. I mean, it's a door. Roll damage.
roll damage.
How much damage does a door need?
How many hit points does a door
I
have?
think the Dungeon Master's Guide says 10 is like standard for a door.
That's what I was thinking.
8.
Aww.
I could.
So-
That was the best I could do with my mace. I rolled a 6 and have a +2.
I mean, shit. So, Adestelle takes her mace, she puts her shield on her back and, like, two-hands this mace that is a one-handed weapon, but she does it anyway. And she takes it, boom! And she's not even a paladin, but you swear there was some divine smite in that one. And the door, it doesn't break off completely, like, it's still stuck, but it caved in a bit, and it's almost done.
I try kicking it again.
I would say, if you're gonna kick it, make an unarmed strike on it. Don't roll to hit. Just do the damage.
Oh, just the damage.
Isn't it just 1?
Just
It's
no. It
one-
says damage
1 plus your strength modifier.
That's right.
So
5.
5. So now that Adestelle has severely softened it up, you kick the door clean off its hinges, and it just snaps open. And when you do that, you see a chair fly off into the next room.
Fucking assholes. Alright, let's go. I'm going through the door.
Me too.
I'm gonna try to hide and like kind of move along quietly from here on out. Not hide, but just move quietly.
Okay. So, I will say, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Yeah, you're not gonna believe me, but I rolled natural 20 again.
No, you
Oh my
didn't!
god!
I
Jeez.
did.
God damn!
It's the dice synergy. It's the Knott's dice, and I'm a rogue. Yeah, so that's a 30.
Fuck.
You're silent.
Yeah, so you're invisible.
Mhm.
But then you're traveling with me, who's like clonk, clonk, clonk.
Yeah. So,
I think. What direction are they now, Adistel?
they are like over here. Ish.
Are they moving? Do they appear to still be moving away from us?
Much slower now. They're not stationary, but they're not moving anywhere near as fast as they were.
That's the advantage then. Let's try to catch up.
So,
Moving the most direct path I have towards that direction. So, like,
Guess we take a right.
where'd my token go? Oh no!
Ah!
Not Shadow Mastiff.
roll initiative.
Oh, damn it!
I swear to God, if I roll low now for initiative.
16. I have a DM question.
8.
I'm assuming I can't hold my shield if I have to hold light.
That is correct, but I will say that because the lantern is so bright and it emits light in such a big area, I would say that you could put it down and it would like still light up the room.
So I can put it down and pick up my shield.
Yeah.
Will that count as an action?
No.
So I can do that right now.
Yes.
Okay.
So what you're saying is I can do that right now.
What you're saying is I can hold my shield.
I'm going to use my clockwork amulet
Okay.
and take a 10 on the dice roll, so my initiative is 14.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 2. There it was. I knew it was coming as soon as we entered combat. It's done now. No more above 10.
Wah, wah.
That's what I get.
Alright. Can you switch it to some combat music?
Sure can.
Thank you. Alright. So. Con 14. Mira, what did you get?
16.
16. Adistel?
8.
Adistel's 8. Evie?
22.
22, goddamn. And Rugrat. 9.
9.
Alright. So, as you guys enter this room, it is. Whereas in the first room, there wasn't a whole lot of water. Like, it was definitely meant to be the entrance way to the sewers for people. You're now into the room where it actually has water flow. And when you walk in, it was completely silent. But as you got a little further into the room, and especially when Mira got as far back as she is, you saw the darkness start to move and coalesce into solid forms, and 5 shadow creatures that look like dogs appear in the room. One of them looking bigger and angrier than the other ones.
Alright.
And so Evie and the Shadow Mastiff Alpha both got a 22 on initiative, but Evie has a higher dexterity. So Evie goes first.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Pokemon. Don't hit me. She always hits me in Baldur's Gate.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I've never done such a thing.
Khan and Mira, I'm gonna reposition you slightly because you were both like kind of in the water and.
For some reason, I thought that was like a rug, like a runner. That's what it looked like.
Oh.
But I see now that it's clearly a stream of water.
All right, so Evie, you are first.
Okay. Let me see. Okay.
What is the so with that? Sorry, no, I'll ask on my turn.
No, you're good. Okay. I'm going to longsword this bitch.
Which one?
So it's I'm gonna go to this one right in front of me now. Move up and
The blue one by Rugrat or the purple one by Adastel?
that one.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm dual wielding, or not dual wielding. I'm using both hands on one of my longswords.
Okay.
So it's 1d10 plus 4.
If you hit.
Yeah, if I hit. $41 to hit.
21, yes, that hits.
Alright. And that is 14 points of damage.
Damn.
Rolled a 10
Okay.
on the d10.
So.
And then I'm going to.
So Evie runs up, two hands a long sword, swings down on this one that's near Rugrat, and.
And then I'm gonna whip around and do the same thing. Good.
Roll it.
10 to hit.
10 does not hit. So, after you carve a huge chunk of shadow off of it, because it's not flesh. Like, when you cut into it, you don't even really feel resistance. It feels like you just cut through nothing, but it certainly felt it. But when you swing around to do it again, this time it's able to, like, jump out of the way of your strike.
Alright.
Any bonus actions?
Actually, so question. Invisibility I can't cast on myself, can I?
Yes, you can.
I can. Okay. Alright, I'll do that next time. No bonus action for me.
Okay.
Isn't it only one? Did you attack twice?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, sorry.
So, that is it for your turn.
Mhm.
It is the Shadow Mastiff Alpha's turn. And it is going to use its Terrifying Howl. So, all 5 of you have to make a Wisdom save. As this huge Shadow Alpha goes, "Ooh!"
17.
20.
Good lord. 4.
10. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna use my lucky feat
Okay.
to roll again. $14.
That was a good call, because That made the difference.
Oh shit.
The save was 11.
Oh.
So everybody except Evie is fine. Evie, you are now frightened.
Good thing you already went.
So that just means I can't go on my turn, right?
A frightened
Yeah,
creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Which is
Which one?
the big one.
And
This one.
and how long does it last?
1 minute, and you can repeat the save at the end of every one of your turns. So, that was its action. And as a bonus action, it melts into the shadows. And you don't see it. It's now Mira's turn.
Can I, like, go past Con? How does that work? Can I do that?
No,
Go-
unfortunately.
There.
That is Wall.
That's a wall. It's like it's doing weird shadow stuff. I can't.
Yeah, I can't, like, tell where... can I go across the sewer? Can I walk across this plank?
Yes, you can.
Alright, I'll come here. And I'll go for the purple guy.
Alright, so roll to hit.
No. 9.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm gonna roll again.
Alright.
Yeah! 26. I
Oh.
got 20.
Natural 20.
Oh, you got a natural
Yeah.
20?
Yeah!
Oh, that's a crit!
Divine smite.
Yeah.
Divine smite.
Yeah,
Do it. Do it.
yeah, so if you divine smite him, that's oof.
I guess I'll divine smite him too as my bonus action.
That's
Oh, wait,
not
no.
even a bonus action.
I mean,
that's
not
just
of
something
me.
you do, yeah.
I guess I'll do. So I do divine smite. What do I do? How do I do this?
It's at the very bottom. It's like 2d8 damage. So it'll be
Good
4d8
lord.
So I just roll 4d8.
plus your weapon.
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah.
roll the...
So roll my
no.
weapon, then roll 4d8. Okay.
Yep.
Roll my weapon. So that's 9.
Well, you get another d6 because
Yeah.
of the crit.
Good lord.
So another d6. Which is
Damn.
5.
Alright, so 14 just from that.
And then
And
4d8.
4d8.
Or
22.
Damn.
36.
Good
One
lord.
hit.
Jeez.
So Mira, like, tiptoes across this plank, runs over, shield in one hand, trident in the other, jumps up. The trident glows that blue-green energy, and she... BOOM! It just instantly... disintegrates.
Bye bye.
It was dead in one shot.
We're gonna one-shot
paladin
Mira
things.
is gonna be her new nickname.
I mean, when you use Divine Smite when you crit, things either die or they die.
Oh, don't forget to
Or
mark
they
the spell
die.
slot, Marissa. You
I
have to
already
use spell
did.
slot.
I
Okay.
did.
So, any bonus actions or more movement or anything?
Bonus. Maybe I'll do. Come on, let me see with this. I guess. So if I cast Thunderous Smite, it counts for my next turn.
Yeah, it's since it's a bonus action and it's concentration, you can cast it now, and it'll basically stay up, and it'll be ready for you to use like on your attack on your next turn.
Okay, but will it hurt everybody else in this room as well? Because
No.
No?
It just does
Okay.
it just does thunder damage to the one that you're attacking.
okay, I'll
I mean,
cast.
It might blow out the eardrums of your friends, but it won't hurt them.
Okay, I'll cast Thunderous Smite then.
Okay, cool. So after she just instantly vaporizes that one, she holds her trident up, and you see water and energy and even a little bit of lightning start to like crackle around her trident. And it's just shaking in her hand with a righteous fury that she cannot wait to unleash. So that is it for Mira.
Wait, move. Mira, help me with this one. Before you
Where
turn
do you want me to?
Just get next to him so I can sneak attack. If I hit.
I want him to hit me.
You got a big shield and armor. I'm a little skinny rogue boy.
All right, there. I'm
Oh boy.
I'm a little rogue boy.
a little rogue boy, short and stout.
Not that short.
So, ironically enough, next up is that one.
Oh, whoops. I didn't look at the initiative until just now.
So, as its bonus action, it fades into the floor. And Khan, you take 13 damage as you feel its teeth sink into the back
Teeth?
of your leg.
In his
I'll,
teeth?
I'll use Uncanny Dodge and take half.
All right. So it breaks its invisibility behind you, but thanks to Mira's lantern, you're just able to see enough of a shadow on the wall move that you can't fully get out of the way in time, but you move enough to where instead of completely biting down on your leg, it gets its teeth on your leg, but in like scratches instead of sinking all the way in.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna use shield
Oh,
as my reaction, not Uncanny Dodge.
oh, okay.
I take no damage.
Uh,
Well, actually,
I take
20.
no
What
damage.
is it? It's that brings my AC to 20.
it actually rolled a 24.
Fuck. Okay. Well, I'll burn shield. That's fine. I said it, so.
Okay. So in that case, you take the full 13 damage.
Okay, but my AC will be 20 for the rest of until my turn, which is now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So that was its bonus action, and movement. So it is done. And Khan, it is now your turn.
So, what is the quality of light in here with Mira's lantern? Is it?
With Mira's lantern, it is. I'll say it's pretty consistently dim light in the whole room.
So it's dim light.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as the Shadow Mastiff sinks into the back of my leg and Khan drops down to one knee, and as he drops, his shadow that's being cast in front of him by the lantern, you're gonna hear him call out, Ferrum, and grab a blade out of the shadow cast by the shadow by the lantern, and then I'm gonna turn around and slam it into the Shadow Mastiff and try. And if it's dim light, I have advantage on the attack roll. So
It is dim light, so you do have advantage. You did not.
No way.
I rolled a 2 and a 20.
Oh
Thank
my
God
god!
for- and it was the second one that was the funny. So
Jesus Christ!
Hey.
All right, that's a crit.
this is the one thing I get to do. Okay, so that's 4d8 plus 8d6. Do I have to roll?
What?
It's dead. It's dead.
You killed
you-
it.
So after it bites you in the back of the leg, you fall to one knee, and the rest of you see, just like you described, because of Mira's lantern, it's the light from the lantern is very bright, but just, you know, because of the position of the room, where she dropped the lantern, the way it's facing, the room isn't brightly lit. It's dimly lit. But there are still shadows being cast. And Khan's shadow, as he goes down, he barely even misses a beat. He reaches his hand into that shadow right in front of him, and he draws a blade out. And he wheels around and jabs that shadow blade right into the Mastiff's head. And it...
52 damage. in case
Oh yeah, it's dead.
Oh my god.
It is very dead.
In case you were wondering.
I've been waiting so long to use that spell. I'm glad I critted.
That was a great time to do it. So,
Alright,
he jabs the shadow blade into its face, and it explodes.
Okay, so that's my action bonus action. I'm gonna hop across the water and get, so let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna get behind that column right there. I don't have any, I can't hide or anything, but I'm just gonna kind of take some cover behind that column. Is that what that is? Is that a column?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that's my turn.
Alright. So that is it for Khan. Next up is the blue Mastiff. It is going to attack Evie. That's a 9.
Nope.
So it goes to bite you, and it just bites into one of the metal plates on your armor and just doesn't sink in. And with its bonus action, vanishes into shadow.
Flip him off as he slinks back.
And that is it for him. It is Rugrut's turn. So Rugrut is going to move right there and pop. First one is a 19, that hits. Second one is a 21, so they both hit. And that is a total of... That's 10. That is 7. So that was 17 damage just from those. And he'll bonus action unarmed strike. 19, that hits. That's another 9 damage. So that's a total of 26 damage on that one as he...
Good God.
That's what monks do. So that Mastiff... It's not dead, but the shadow is like... It's not holding its form together as well. And Rugrat is not going to do anything else, so it is Adestelle's turn.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. On that one. Alright, so that is a Dex save. What's the save?
14.
21.
Ew. Alright, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And put it right next to him.
This bird is going to be your spiritual weapon.
Perfect.
They got rid of that little knife token that I always use for spiritual
Natural
weapons.
20!
Oh shit! Really?
Yep.
What the hell, dude?
It has 7 health. You don't have to roll.
If you haven't rolled
So
a natural 20 tonight, what are you doing?
Failing.
So what kind of weapon, what form does the spiritual weapon take?
I want my spiritual weapon to be... Can it be Ilmater's hands and it fucking claps him?
Yes, it absolutely can be.
Nice.
So, instead of a weapon, when she's previously done, like, swords and things like that, now, appearing in the air, you see the hands of Ilmater. These 2 glowing white hands with the red cord wrapped around the wrists. They appear in midair, right over the Mastiff, and they separate and crush it, and it just right through its fingers.
Nice.
And as soon as it disappears, the hands reform back into the sign of Ilmater.
That was a very efficient round of combat for us.
Yes, it was. Our most efficient combat round.
So, any movement or anything?
No, I'm done.
All right.
And dead.
I did my own job here.
So, it would have been that Mastiff's turn, but he did.
He
so,
did.
back up to the top, it goes to Evie. And
Right.
you know that the Alpha and one of the regular ones did not get killed. You saw them vanish into shadow, but you don't know where they are.
Action?
What?
I just hold my action?
Yeah, for what?
Yeah. I want to hold a longsword attack for the second I see movement in the shadows.
Okay. So you can hold an attack, you can't hold a
Yeah.
movement. So
No, I'm holding an attack.
well, what I'm saying is that you can do that. It's just, you're only going to be able to use that held attack if one of them appears like
Makes
in
an attack.
melee. No, like appears in melee with you.
Oh, with me.
Yeah, so like you can't, if it appears across the room, you can't run over to it and then attack.
Right. Right.
So,
right.
like, you can hold your attack action, but right now you need to move wherever you want to, like, have
Alright,
that
I'm
attack ready.
I'm gonna move right here, so I'm between Adastella and Mira, and then I'll hold my attack.
Okay, cool.
Action is giving me a big old kiss.
So it is now the Alpha's turn. And ha! Son of a bitch. Ooh. It was about time I rolled a natural 20 tonight.
No!
That's the cool kid club. Everyone cool rolls natural 20s.
Oh my god, that's right. Literally everybody except her.
I mean, I've rolled multiple, but I won't. That's neither here nor there.
I really hope I don't accidentally attack you. That would be terrible.
She unleashes that ready to attack at Khan and takes his head off.
I'm like, yeah, and they're like, oh, sorry, misclick, Cody.
It's only fitting that it would be you, because you've been trying to kill me since the very first session.
Yeah. So, the unfortunate recipient of the Alpha's natural 20 is Adestel.
Oh, this is very bad for me.
I'm not close enough,
This
am
is
I?
very bad.
I mean,
This is very bad.
it's not great.
I'm not close enough, am I?
Well, it's really bad
You're
because
not.
my
wow.
fucking locate creature is concentration.
It's not as bad as you think, though. It rolled shockingly low on that damage. Even with a crit, only 10 damage.
Oof.
But you do need to roll that concentration check.
Yeah.
How many dice did you roll?
4d6.
Oh, that sucks. 10 on a 40.
Is it
Yep.
just a straight roll? I always forget how concentration
It's,
checking works.
It's
A constitution.
it's a Constitution save, and you're trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
beat a 10
Gotcha.
in this
Yeah.
case.
I rolled a 7. Wait, I'm gonna use my lucky point.
Do it. That's what they're there for.
Dice jail for the
How many of
frog
those do you
dice.
get?
I have 3.
Okay.
Not the frog dice.
They're going to jail.
It's
Oh my god, I rolled an 8, so I got a 10.
You got a 10.
Yeah.
So that alpha appeared and bit into your arm, and it sunk deep. Like it got those teeth probably hit bone,
Ooh.
and you and the pain almost threw off your concentration. But you know how important it is to find them and find out what they know and what they saw and what they remembered. And you power through it and you keep your focus on that spell. So, that is it for the alpha. Mira.
Okay, I'm gonna move up next to it. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna do it from here, I guess. And then I'm gonna go with my trident at it.
Okay.
With Thunderous Smite.
I'm going
too.
to
Oh,
go with
damn
my
it.
trident. at
9.
it.
Yeah.
Oh no, you
Yes.
threw it?
So
What?
Mira throws the trident at it and misses. The trident hits the wall behind it and boom! Thunderously smites the shit out of that wall. And the trident just falls to the ground there.
Mother. Alright, now I'm gonna try to hit it with my javelin.
Does she still have Thunderous Smite active?
I still do though,
concentration-
because this is. Do I not? Because this is the first time I hit it with a melee.
It's. I
I think
believe
if you
it's.
missed, it maintains concentration.
Because
don't-
it. Hold on,
Read
let me
the,
see.
read the
Let me see what
Yeah.
it says. Let me see what it says. The first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration.
You just gotta go get your trident
Oh.
now.
Well, I didn't realize that. You wouldn't have been able to throw it anyway. It says.
Oh, I have to
melee
stab it.
Weapon attack. You actually
I
have
have
to
to stab
like,
it.
stab it in melee.
Can I go pick it up and try to stab him?
Yes.
Well, you wouldn't have. So
Yeah, I'll say you would have known that. So if you don't want to throw it because of that, we can rewind and you can.
Well, I don't need to reroll because it's the same thing, so I would have missed it when I try to stab him. But I'll just say I'm closer. That I did move up,
Okay.
and then I'll go again.
Yeah.
That seems fair.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Now I get to roll with Thunderous Smite.
Yep.
Okay. So I rolled 5 plus I get 2d6.
what effect?
Damn
does
it.
Thunderous Smite have?
2.
Oh.
That sucks.
You roll 2 1s?
Yeah, I rolled 2 ones. But then I do get a push.
You
Doesn't
can
he have to
still
do a
give Ice
saving?
Blade if you want. If you have spells left.
I was gonna pole arm attack.
Well, Divine Smite isn't like a bonus action or anything. It's just something that you add.
Oh, it's a
onto an attack.
special?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that too then.
Okay.
So then I get. Wait, but doesn't he have to roll something first? Does he have to roll a save?
Yes, you're right. I forgot about that. So it is a strength save of 14 that he succeeds.
Okay. Never mind. And then now I will do Thunderous.
Divine Smite.
Divine Smite. Okay.
What if you roll 2 1s again?
Don't put that
Just
evil
shoot.
on her.
Seven.
Those were D6s. You need to roll D8s.
Oh, shit. Clicked the wrong thing. There we go.
Don't sell yourself short.
Well, I got less. 6.
Alright, so Mira, boom! Thunderous and divinely smites this creature, the alpha, and it. Still up though.
And then I'm gonna pole arm attack it
Hit it.
as my bonus
Lord.
action. 9 again. I can't hit anything.
That does not hit, unfortunately. So she goes in for one attack and it misses. Goes in for the second one. This time, boom! Crushes
I was
it.
there.
And then tries to whack it with the back end of the trident, but it jukes out of the way.
That's all I got.
If you move back, he will get an opportunity attack on you.
No, I'm just gonna stay there.
Well, you gotta be up next to it.
You gotta be on
I
this.
am. I am.
Oh, click off of your token. It's not updating for us. Maybe. Weird.
You see it?
You're still
Says
like
you're
up
back
by
behind
Evie.
me.
Yeah.
That's not what it looks
Refresh.
like on my screen. I am.
Everyone. Oh, there it goes. It just moved when you
I,
refreshed the thing.
I moved her.
Oh no, it bounced me back when I refreshed it.
Yeah. That above does that sometimes. I think it's when you you like lose connection for a second and it doesn't update your
Wait.
movement.
Am I in the right spot now?
No.
Because I just moved myself again. But because it moved me back when I refreshed my page.
That's weird. Alright.
Ah, it moved me back again.
I did that.
Okay.
Now you are where you should be.
I'm supposed to be that far. Okay. Okay. Cool. Got it.
It might not be showing up correctly for you, Marissa.
I don't know. I think it's
You're
fine.
right
Is it
next to
showing-
it.
I know where I'm supposed to be, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Alright, so it is Khan's turn.
Okay. Well, I will. As I see the Shadow Mastiff appear, I'm going to throw the Shadow Dagger to the side at it.
Dope.
Oh my god! I rolled a 19. So that, assuming that hits.
Yes, it does.
Okay. 2d8. So from the spell dagger, it is 9 damage from that, and then 4d6 from my sneak attack. 6, 8, 10. That's another 10.
So 19 total damage.
19 damage.
So you throw the shadow blade that you had pulled out of your own shadow. It sinks into it.
And then it back to my hand.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'll scooch on around. Nah, I'm gonna stay here. Yeah, I'm gonna stay there.
Cool. Alright, so that's it for Khan. The other Mastiff that is not the Alpha goes for Rugrut. Oh, I'm not kidding. It's a natural 20 again.
Or is it?
It is.
Where is it?
Oh.
I thought you said, or is it? Oh,
Yeah,
Or
I
is
did-
it?
I did
Or
too.
is it?
Or is it, Jordan?
That wasn't a crit, was it?
So that is 14 damage on Rugrut. As it appears and bites basically most of his body. And that is it for him. It's now Rugrat's turn, so he is going to fight right back. That first one hits. Second one does not hit. And then he's going to unarmed strike. That hits. So... 7 plus 10, 17. Yeah. So Rugrat cracks it with a staff once, tries it again, but it jukes out of the way, hits it with an elbow, fucks this thing up, but miraculously, it is still up. It's... but it's still alive. And now it is Adastel's turn. We can't hear you. Mm-mm.
How about now?
Yep.
I'm gonna take a whack at it.
With the spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
Roll it.
Eight.
That does not hit. The hands go to clap it, but it is able to run out of the way.
Lame. Alright. I'm gonna disengage
Okay.
and move here.
Cool.
And that's it.
Awesome. Alright. So that's it for Adastel. Back up to the top. Evie.
All right. I'm going to get up on this bitch and talk.
Roll it.
Oh. Okay. $25.
Yeah, that is.
10. Uh, 10 damage. Oh. Yes, 10 damage. And then I'm gonna attack again.
Roll it.
23 again.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't have to roll the damage a second time because you literally couldn't not kill it. So, after you swipe the first one, separate a huge part of the shadow from it, you bring it down and boing, carve right through its head, and just shadow dissipates.
Oh yeah.
Big boy's down.
Big boy is down, and there's just the little one left.
I want to move. I moved 5 feet already. Oh, I'm gonna move right here.
Okay,
And that's my turn.
Mira.
Okay.
Finish it off.
Okay. I hope so. Can I? And then I guess I will just try to hit it.
Go for it.
Just smack it. 14.
Yep, that hits. And again, you literally couldn't not kill it. So she just jabs it with the javelin or with the trident, and it
Ding.
gone.
Bonk him on the head.
Hell
Fuck.
yeah.
That was the last one.
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
Ah, we killed it.
We killed the shit out of those guys.
Really?
I know, right?
Dead.
Very dramatic for that fight. A lot of big hits. Woo.
So, silence returns to this chamber of the sewer. At Estelle, you do still have your concentration up on the locate creature. All the noise from the fight, that ping started moving a little bit faster and started getting a little bit further away. You've definitely lost some time because of the fight. Even though it didn't go long, their pace quickened because of the sound.
Are they still in that general direction?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Guess we just keep heading that way.
Alright.
What seems like the most direct route, though? Do we have to assume that because they were moving, if you saw them moving slower, then they were probably walking through water or something that would slow them down at least? Do we get down in the water and follow them that way? Does this open up? That like could we pass through this area like to the right?
Yes. I will say you could.
Oh, okay, I
That
see
is-
it now. I see that. I didn't know this was like also a passageway.
Yeah, so that's an actual passageway. What you were looking at, that's basically like a straight up sewer tunnel. I would allow you to go through that with a check.
Can someone try to do a survival check to see if we can kind of determine which route might be the fastest or something?
Anybody who wants to.
I'm good
I
at
mean-
those.
You seem like the right person to do it.
What's your,
Rugrat's not bad at him. He'll do one too. Oh, he got a natural one though.
Oh,
I'm pretty good.
He's very lost in these sewers.
I got 18.
so 16.
18?
Been living on my own for a while. I can get around.
So,
24.
god
First in
damn.
the city.
Well,
Oh, shit.
I was gonna
Actually,
say...
just kidding. 22.
Oh, well, that changes
Nah.
everything.
I thought it. I thought it was 18.
A
but it's
mere 22.
Me at 20.
just a 22. Sorry.
Childish numbers.
I was going to say that Evie, with many years spent in street fights and illicit shit in the city, you probably would have spent some time in the sewers. At Estelle, Ilmater seems to be guiding your hand. And he tells you that what the fuck? That the most efficient and safest path is probably heading in this direction.
Okay.
Lead on, Adestelle.
All right.
Let's go.
And it's 11:30.
See the winner.
This isn't a bad point to stop if you guys want.
I know that.
That's fine.
Okay. Cool. So we will pick up here next time.
That was a fairly, like, we made a lot of progress in that game.